Welcome back to the channel, and today we are recapping our trip to Bandai Card Fest 2025 in Dallas, Texas. If you guys don't know what Bandai Card Fest is, it was our season 1 national tournament for the 25-26 season. We had a great time. So with Bandai Card Fest, what's different about this than a regional? It's just all the best players who got their invites, who got who grinded the game, who are really good, are there. So you're playing probably the best people all every match. You'd probably be playing against people who don't make many mistakes, who's playing the best deck at the time, which was Blvd, even though it didn't win.
I would say, well, the main thing is that Bandai Card Fest, you can get a spot to Worlds if you win. So that's the biggest difference between that and regional. Regionals to get into nationals, and obviously all the pricing, but nationals or Bandai Card Fest is basically synonym or basically the same thing. So that's how the next step of regionals. It starts at regionals and then mats and then worlds. So that's how it goes.
What do you think? Had a good time?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, day -1, we flew out from San Diego airport, Terminal 1. Terrible. Our flight got delayed for hours. But if we left on Friday, would have been worse. So I guess we dodged the storm because I had a lot of people, if you guys don't know, going into Dallas, all the flights got canceled. I heard the control center went down. People were just stuck at the airport. We went to Vegas for an hour. You have fun at Vegas?
It was very fun. We gambled. We got very lucky.
Very, very lucky. I made $300 in 5 seconds.
I want to close them out, but hey, we up.
I'm gonna say 300.
We up.
Day -1 was just it's very long.
Felt like, well, we were just stuck in the airports.
We left our house at 6, and we got to Dallas at 8 p.m. So it was right? Was it 8 p.m.? 8 p.m.
I don't remember.
It was I think so. It was a 12-hour trip. We did go to Terry Black's. You like Terry Black's?
Terry Black's is super good, but I feel like I ordered too much.
We should have gone. We should have shared.
We should have shared the food.
The guy also baited us with the turkey.
Turkey, no good.
He said, "Oh, you guys haven't had the turkey? It's so good." I was like, "Okay, we all got turkey. Never good."
It's pretty mid.
Sausage? I think I would like to share one sausage. You think so?
I would get one sausage, but I would get the normal sausage instead.
Ooh, that is true.
The one that I got, it was okay.
Did you have any favorite meats?
I like the ribs, beef ribs.
Oh,
those are actually the best thing there.
Yeah, the brisket was okay. We did confirm that the brisket at Buc-ee's was better.
The brisket at Buc-ee's is crazy.
What was my favorite thing at Terry Black's though? I think it was the dessert. I did have a peach. Do we have a peach cobbler? Peach cobbler. That was pretty good, but we were so full. There's always a stack of things that you should bring to just to regionals, to LCQs.
It's currently 6:21 in the morning, Central Time, 4:21 PST, and I just want to show you what's in my bag for last chance qualifiers. We have water and a zero sugar drink, not sponsored, so take a guess what that is. My deck box, taking unknown deck. I have a playmat. I have some honey roasted almonds, not sponsored. I also have my tripod with a portable. We also have oh god, there's more, there's more. We got extra sleeves just in case. Another portable. It's not a vape, it's a portable. Look, little binder for cards. And exclusive playmat for the team wearing Sleeveless. It has my name on it on the bottom right corner.
So that's what I was doing at day 0. I played in the LCQ, which is a last chance qualifier. It was my way to get into the tournament. All I had to do was just get X2 and then I make it in. I was very confident with my my list. It took me about a whole week and a half, 2 weeks to think about what I really wanted to bring and what I was comfortable with.
Yeah, so if you ever wanted to play at a Bandai Card Fest, there are a few ways you can get in. One of them is you top a star regional, first or second, I believe, something like that, or a regional, top 16 and top 32, depending on the size of the event. And then the third way I know about was LCQ the day before. If you got X2 that day, you can get in. So that's another few ways for people to join the event.
I would not recommend the LCQ. That is a nerve. It's very nerve-wracking because if you go, you just want to do well. X2. If you get 2 losses, or 3 losses, you might as well just go home. What did you do to prep for Dallas?
Honestly, I felt like the format didn't change too much, except for obviously the Zoro and Relay. But I felt like playing against those decks is like it's not hard. Like they do the same thing a lot. Well, at least Zoro. So like it's easy to prep against that.
Yeah.
And Rayleigh, it's kind of hard to prep. You gotta play like with the flow in the game because they're always just trying to check you. Like every hit, they're just like small hits or like big hits. I played GP. That was like a pet deck.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about the GP in a bit, but for me, honestly, I took an L. Yeah, I assume you guys know by now. I made a YouTube video because I did get 99th place out of 1,800 people, which was kind of insane. I played a lot of. Honestly, when I got there at the venue, I got really tired. I got there at like, did you say 8 o'clock? 7:30. I got there at 7:30 and I sat there waiting to start at 11. And I sat there and I was like, man, I'm bored. And people came over, they're like, are you? And I was like, yes, that's me. So, because I didn't wear a mask this weekend, I'm kind of being more confident with myself. So round 1, I played against Rayleigh. And if you don't know, Anel cooks Rayleigh. Round 2, I played yellow against a Bonnie. And then I beat that deck when I hit my 12 dawn turn, so 10 and then 1 turn after that. This guy just lost so much control. He was misplaying kind of early in the day, which was kind of crazy. Round 3, I played a yellow Katakuri, and let's say I didn't starve him, and I just cleared his board. It was kind of insane. Honestly, that was probably the craziest game. There was also 2 yellow Katakuris next to each other during that round. We also I played against a purple Luffy, a fan. He knew who I was, and I'm sorry, bro. Sorry that I hit triggers against you. It's just the deck. I lost to a buggy player just because I had a choice. I took a 50-50 and I took the safer 50-50. So I guess it took a 70-30 and I lost because he just had blockers to protect his 1 buggy and I only saw 3 top end. I played into 2 more Rayleighs back to back, which was delicious. Saw another fan. He was like, dude, I really wish I was playing yellow because I beat him, and he was very sad. I played 3 Yamatos on him. I was like, delicious. And then on my round 8, I played against an up Luffy, which was the nerve-wracking game because I needed to win, and he just high rolled me, and then that made my last round the actual make it or break it because if I lost, I would just be hanging out for the weekend, but I won. And let's just say I played Kikunojo, Kuma, he bounced my Kikunojo and I triggered 2 more Kikus. I triggered a Brule and a Capone. I literally like on him. Like it was disgusting. I killed him with I swung 6 with my leader and I swung 18 with my Captain Kid. And he only had 18 encounter. It was Gogum Giant, Bagua. It was meant to be. As you guys can tell, I popped off. I was super happy, but the next day, we'll get to the next day in a bit. After the whole excitement, we went to Waffle House, and what do you think of Waffle House, bro? Let the people know. The LCQ, we went to Waffle House, and I want to give you know my hot take. Waffles are not as good as French toast.
Yeah. It was pretty good for a breakfast spot. I like what I got. I got like a hash brown bowl. I don't know.
Oh, you got the sausage.
It was like the breakfast bowl, basically.
Yeah.
Waffle was good. I haven't had a waffle in a while. I usually don't eat waffles. So I was like, I have to get one at least.
I got the steak at the Waffle House, and it was super salty. The guy didn't even offer me sauce.
While Peter was playing, I went on a little venture around Dallas downtown. Basically visited where JFK got shot. Allegedly.
Allegedly he got shot, or allegedly the place?
The place where he got shot from.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly where he got shot from. They have a little museum on the top floor of this building that's where the sniper was. It's pretty morbid. I feel like Dallas downtown is it feels like a pretty old town. A lot of memorials and stuff like that. And then some parts of downtown is pretty nice. It got like nicer as you went in. We did like a little tour of like a few hotels where we saw that some hotels were haunted. So we were like, let's go check it out. And then it was pretty fun. They let us in and check it out. So we were walking around earlier in the day and these people were setting up a Red Bull event. They're like, okay, come back around 2. That's when we're gonna start. We come around back, I think like 2:30 and they were already done. But the event they had a Tetris like projector like on their or something like that. They have a screen on their building, and you can play Tetris on it.
I heard you brought a bad pair of things to wear while you're walking.
Oh, I walked in my my slides, my Nike slides, all over Dallas downtown. My legs are cooked.
That night after Waffle House, went home, kind of relaxed, received our decks. Was happy, made that little video. If you guys haven't seen it yet.
Like day one, like I'm playing.
Playing.
I think we woke up like at 6, got breakfast, and like we were already ready to leave. So
yeah, we were ready to go. Like once
the bacon, I like that bacon.
That bacon there? Oh, what's it?
It's just basic as fuck, but
bro, we also have a new strat that we learned from Kelly. She prepped sandwiches and muffins and put them in the cup. The coffee cups, game changer. We also waited in a lot of lines.
Oh yeah, when we get there was like lines everywhere. Somehow we got in.
Oh yeah. They flooded the gates. Bro.
Yeah, you just had to find a spot and stick there. Like I swear, like there's people outside lining up, but there's also people inside lining up already. Yeah. So it was already like bad.
I think there was just miscommunication with the staff, but I heard that the general entry wasn't allowed in till like 10 or 12, and then at 7:30 the gates just opened and like everyone was just swarming in, and we were just trying to play, and I mean we were trying to get to the merch line because competitors were able to go first, and then there was a line for the line, and then you got to the merch line first. I
got to the line, and me and Peter got to the last slots for the early drop, but like that was actually so bad because that means we're the last people to get the stuff of like the first stock. So basically we waited in the line the whole time.
Like an hour,
yes,
right?
Yeah, just standing the whole time. So we didn't even get to like sit down and just like relax before the event. That was like, I don't even know how long that was, like an hour.
I think it was for you. For me it was an hour. I think for you it was more than an hour.
Yeah, it was super long.
Yeah, and then we barely got our stuff, and we had to go like.
Yeah, round one started, and I was like, "Where's this event?" The entrance to the tournament area is so weird because like one piece is on the opposite side where you enter. So it's like when you enter, you're like, "Dang, where do I go? I'm so lost."
Yeah. So there was like, it was fun. But do you remember your round one, round twos?
I didn't. Okay, first off, I got cooked that day. GP is okay deck, but obviously you got to draw well. So I didn't think I drew that well and played that well either.
Tell him what you drew. Just say the ratios, bro. Out of 4 games?
I'll say out of first 4 games, I only drew 100 pudding. So I'll just like, if you know GP, that's pretty rough.
If you know, you know.
I can still play the game, but it's always like an uphill battle. But I think the first round I played against Rayleigh.
Yeah.
That was a super close game too. And
I think you were off by 2K counter.
Yeah, he got me in the end. He by 1K. And then that one I lost. Round 2 I played against Zoro. I can't remember. I remember the first game really. Either way, I went like 1-3 and then I dropped.
For me, the first 3 rounds was up Luffy. And now let's just say I lost the first 2 rounds. I remember my round 2, I swung 5 at this up Luffy player, and he's like, "I'll take it." And then I had to call the judge. I was like, "Judge, he took a life." But he literally gear 2'd me. And he just ramped up, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy," and I just lost. I played another up Luffy, and if you don't know, I always want the best for people, but if you don't know, you're not allowed to have headphones when you play. Just for safety and for like, non-cheating purposes. Because if you guys ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh, there's that guy who plays Jinzo, the psychic, and it's just his brothers telling him what the I know what cards he has, bro. Don't wear headphones. I told the guy like, "Hey man, I just want you to know, don't wear headphones." He got very upset because he didn't believe me. He called judge. I beat him. I then played a Rayleigh player, and then my round 4 as a X2, I played the guy I played in San Diego. His name is Dean. And it was me and him at a top 32. So now we play to get round 5 because we're both X2. He either, beats me and sends me home, or I beat him and I send him home. And he beat me. Because all the side events were so cooked. Like, people were telling me that the side events all got, like, someone got a side event at 1 o'clock. They didn't play till 6 o'clock. And some side events got canceled. It was just like, imagine if you went to a side event for your table, and then you sit across from someone who's playing a different game than you. That's what happened. People were playing One Piece. Their opponent was playing Digimon. It was crazy. If you could grind tickets, you should pick up those uncut sheets. They were crazy. And cereals. those are the cards I would be grinding for. But due to the side events being just like not well executed, it was just not worth it. I made like 11 tickets. The best prize was 200 something tickets. It was just a struggle.
For merch, I didn't get anything. So if you guys didn't know, I waited in line. I basically got nothing but a bunch of sleeves and one premium binder. And then I missed out on like 10 different things I wanted. But what I would have wanted was the Sleeveless mat and the promo that they had in the merch line. Basically a lot of the Gundam stuff, because they had like a resource set that was pretty cool. Honestly, just mainly those. A lot of Gundam stuff I wanted, but and also PRB box.
Yeah,
right.
PRB box. If you're into gambling,
Missed out.
They were selling for retail. Yo, man, you can hit a God Pack mangas, $100. So players, and then open to the general public to get to the merch line. There was a QR code on day one, and that was just like booked out instantly. If you didn't get the QR code, which some people were upset about, you had to try it again at 12, which also went, I heard, terribly bad. But they restocked everything at 12, which made no sense to me. And then the second thing was, if you're a general player, I think on the second day they just had tickets. So you get tickets, and the tickets ran out at like all the way up to like 4 p.m., which isn't worth it because it was just you're waiting all day for just a slot to buy something just to have. But
I would just say the lines, just insane lines, like absurdly insane lines everywhere. Everywhere you go, line. That's, I mean, if you like waiting in lines, then you're a pretty patient person. But
people were waiting in lines at like 1 in the morning just to get into the merch line, and they didn't even get in. Also, they were waiting in lines that like cut through the cemetery, because that's like where the upper level was. I would never wait in a line in the cemetery. That's kind of scary.
I was scared of that. The bad juju.
Bad juju. If you're a spectator and or you're just like you got a general admission pass, what you can do is there's a players lounge where you can play like fun games with people, or you can do the side events. There's always like things to do. One Piece Day was also in Dallas, and they had more interactive things to do. While Bandai Card Fest this year was very small, right? There's not a lot of.
I feel like we're not a fest. It's just like, I mean, you basically a lot of walk-in. I'll tell you that. The events are, I mean, there's just like learn to play events.
Yeah.
For like the card games they have, but besides that, you're probably just walking around for like a scavenger hunt. They have their own something like that, so you get like promos and stuff. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But besides learning how to play a new game or walking around, I'll say they can do more. They can do more than that, But that's basically what it was.
Would just recommend being a player to go, because honestly, that's where the fun's at. Just playing all day. And if you don't know, bring a lot of snacks. Keep yourself hydrated, because it's not about, even though it's a card game, it's about luck. It's about the endurance and being able to play 9-10 rounds in a day without that much food, being tired and stressed. And then we went to Buc-ee's. And let's just say Buc-ee's is the best place on earth. Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Honestly, made the trip worth it, I feel like.
It did.
The event was so bad. But Buc-ee's was like sealed the deal. It was like so good.
We were at Buc-ee's for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We were there for food, and then we went back to go buy some souvenirs and stuff and snacks. Bro, but the food was so good. Do you remember what you had?
I had I can't remember what I had.
Was it the brisket sandwich?
I think no, it was like the chopped brisket.
Oh,
the chopped brisket sandwich. That was pretty nice.
So at first, I was getting the big brisket sandwich, the super large one, and then I was like, wait, this chicken, like the melt thing they had sounded good. So I also got that, and I forgot to like switch out the burger, so I committed to it, and I ate both burgers that day because I was just so hungry. And then Justin and Kelly, you guys got the brisket, which you said was really good, better than Terry Black's, and then you also got another what else was? Oh, you got a 3-meat sandwich. That was also good. Also, by the way, Brandon and I were mind blown. I'm still mind blown. They had Arizona tea on tap. Like, we had all the selection, and I was like, I'm going for Arizona tea. Like, I got the green tea, and you got the Arnold Palmer, and it was, thoughts?
It was all right.
Can's better.
Can's better, but it was pretty cool.
And then we bought some beaver nuggets. That is actually just best. I also got this hat there. Yeah, did you get any?
I got a little hat. It has like some little ears.
Oh, with the ears. That's true. That's true.
Honestly, it was a blur. After Bucky's, I was like, I'm just ready to
Yeah.
sleep.
And then we went home, passed out, and then day 2, we decided to see if we could make it into the retail store. It was cooked.
It was so bad. Again, it was just all cooked. We were inside. There's like, all right, everyone go over there. Other guy over there is like, don't go here. I was like, we're cooked.
Yeah.
I had a good spot, I swear. We were at the beginning, but then they told us to run somewhere.
Yeah,
And
it
basically
was
lost
just
the
bad.
spot.
And then, due to unforeseen circumstances, they just kicked everyone who wasn't playing out and then let us in later. And we had fun outside. We were looking for cards. You know, I know you're still looking for Blackbeard SP or Kuzan SPs. Fly home. It was kind of smooth, honestly. It went by really fast.
It was short, thank God. If it was like 6 hours, I'd be cooked. I would just hate life in there.
Would I do it again?
Honestly, not from Dallas. If it's a different state, then yeah.
Yeah, because most upcoming event that's coming out is Vegas, and honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It probably might be the same madness, craziness because people just love merge and they just try to flip things. You know, a lot of scalpers these days. But are you looking forward to it?
I'm ready for it. Thank you guys for watching. That was our Bandai Card Fest at Dallas Fort Worth recap. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you guys saw us at the fest, and we'll shout you out, you know, whatever. But until next time.
Till next time. Bye, guys.